Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the PEMNA for allowing the Philippines to share our experience in using digital transformation to improve the delivery and targeting of social subsidy programs. So before I start, I would just like to make some disclaimer. First, I'm not from the IT office. Also, I'm not from the implementing agency. I'm from the Department of Budget and Management. We are the oversight agency. However, those that I will be mentioning, the systems, the programs being implemented by the implementing agencies are those that are goes through the process of evaluation in for funding that we do with in the DBM. To start, so the outline of my presentation is as follows. We'll start by looking at major subsidy programs being implemented in the Philippines. Next, I will discuss the implementation challenges these programs face and then highlight the policy goals designed to address these challenges. After that, we'll look at how digital transformation is helping to overcome these challenges, enhancing the speed, accuracy, and transparency of social subsidy delivery. I will also highlight some of the digitalization efforts being undertaken by the main implementer of social subsidy program in the Philippines, which is the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or the DSWD. And finally, we'll close with some key lessons learned and future directions. Sorry. So social protection has become a national priority in the Philippines because millions of vulnerable Filipinos depend on government support to meet basic needs such as food, education, healthcare, and transportation. One of the most well-known programs is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program. This is the version of the Philippines of the conditional cash transfer. This is which provides grants to low-income households to help keep children in school and ensure access to health services. Alongside the 4Ps, the government implements a range of other subsidy programs that support different sectors. These include the crisis assistance through the assistance to individuals in crisis situation, free tuition under the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education, education support through the Senior High School Voucher Program, and the healthcare coverage under the National Health Insurance Program administered by the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation. Additional support also reaches farmers, transport workers, and low-income households through programs like the Rice Farmers Financial Assistance, the Fertilizer Discount Voucher Program, the Fuel Subsidy Program for public transport drivers, and the Lifeline Rate Subsidy for electricity. These programs are especially critical during economic shocks, natural disasters, and public health emergencies because they involve significant public resources and reach millions of beneficiaries. Effective targeting and efficient delivery are essential to ensure that government assistance reaches those who need it most. So despite the strong programs and institutional experiences, traditional systems still present several challenges. One of the major issues relates to data fragmentation. Since beneficiary information may exist across different programs or agencies, which can make it difficult to maintain a consistent and updated view of households receiving assistance. Another challenge is that many processes remain manual, particularly in verifying eligibility and updating household information. These manual processes can slow down the delivery of assistance, especially when the government needs to respond quickly during large-scale emergencies or disasters. There is also the risk of duplicate or outdated beneficiary records, which may result in either inclusion errors, where assistance goes to ineligible recipients, or exclusion errors where vulnerable households are left out. Finally, without digital monitoring tools, it can be difficult to obtain real-time visibility into program implementation, including the status of subsidy distribution. These challenges highlight the need for an integrated and technology-enabled systems to support modern social protection program. The vision, to address these challenges, the Philippines is working toward building a digital social protection ecosystem. The vision is to create systems that enable the government to identify vulnerable households accurately using reliable data and to deliver assistance quickly and efficiently. Transparency and accountability are also key priorities. Digital systems allow agencies to track the flow of public resources and monitor program outcomes more effectively. Equally important is the integration of data across government agencies, which helps reduce duplication and improve coordination. Ultimately, the objective is to provide citizen-centered services, ensuring that individuals and families can access assistance in a way that is convenient, inclusive, and responsive to their needs. So central to the Philippines' broader digital transformation efforts are several national platforms that provide the foundation for modernizing the social protection and public service delivery. First, this is the Philippine Identification System, or the PhilSys, which serves as the country's national digital ID, providing a single verifiable identity for all citizens and resident aliens, called as the PhilSys card number, or the PCN. It leverages MOSIP, or the Modular Open Source Identity Platform, which is an open source digital public good to ensure secure and interoperable identity verification across government programs. This allows social welfare agencies and local government to reliably identify beneficiaries. By using the MOSIP, PhilSys supports efficient, transparent, and inclusive delivery of social protection services while remaining open, interoperable, and scalable for future digital initiatives. Second is the Community-Based Monitoring System, or the CBMS. This is almost like the DTSEN of Indonesia, which was established through a law, the Republic Act 11315 in 2019. This is an organized technology-based nationwide system that collects household-level socioeconomic data to help identify vulnerable populations. It uses open source digital tools also for data collection, management, and analysis, allowing local governments and national agencies to maintain accurate and up-to-date information. By providing granular, actionable data, CBMS enables better targeting of social protection programs, ensuring subsidies and services reach the households that need them most. This system exemplifies how digital technology can support evidence-based policymaking and inclusive service delivery. Finally, we have the eGov PH Super App. This is the Philippines government digital gateway, providing citizens with a single access point to multiple public services. This is a mobile app. It leverages on open APIs and interoperable digital standards to connect services across agencies, including the DSWD social subsidies, the PhilHealth benefits, and the PhilSys identity verification. Built on cloud infrastructure, the platform ensures scalability and availability while supporting secure authentication, online payments, and real tracking of service requests. By consolidating government services into a single user-friendly interface, the eGov PH Super App enhances efficiency, transparency, and citizen-centered service delivery, making it the cornerstone of the country's digital government and social protection strategy. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, as the Philippines' primary social subsidy provider, has been leading the digital transformation of social protection program. By integrating centralized beneficiary management, digital cash transfers, and frontline service apps, the SWD is improving the speed, accuracy, and transparency of assistance, ensuring that social protection reaches the people who need it most. As part of this effort, the department formally establishes the DSWD Data Governance Framework. This framework strengthens the data management, security, and responsible sharing across the department, supporting evidence-based decision-making and more efficient delivery of social welfare services. This diagram highlights a key part of the DSWD's digital transformation, the use of the DX Cloud, which is an API-based exchange platform that integrates and unifies beneficiary data from various social protection programs such as the IX, the 4Ps, the Listahanan, and other DSWD programs. DX Cloud dynamically validates and onboards beneficiary information, providing services like authentication, profile matching, transaction history tracking, and integration with reference datasets. On the left of this diagram, the scheduled bulk data onboarding feeds into a centralized metadata repository, ensuring up-to-date and accessible data. On the right, the DX Cloud connects through APIs to important verification tools like the government's eGov PH Verifier and the National ID System or the PhilSys verification. This API integration enables secure real-time beneficiary identity validation, reducing duplication and fraud. One of the systems used by the DSWD on the government's DX Cloud infrastructure is the BBM Serbisyo Platform, which stands for Basta Verificado, Mabilis ang Serbisyo, roughly translated to as long as verified, services are delivered quickly. This web-based verification tool integrates with the authentication service of the Philippine Identification System, allowing staff to instantly confirm whether a client is registered in the national ID system. Once verified, the system securely captures the individual's PCN or the PhilSys card number, which serves as a reliable unique identifier for social protection programs. This significantly speeds up beneficiary verification and helps reduce duplication or errors. At the same time, targeting can be further strengthened by linking these digital identification systems with the household-level socioeconomic data generated through the CBMS or the Community-Based Monitoring System implemented by the Philippine Statistical Authority. Together, these systems illustrate how integrating national ID infrastructure with local poverty data can improve both the targeting and delivery of social subsidy. So for the next 3 slides, I will show you the key benefits of acquiring the PhilSys card number, the Philippine ID system. For the program itself, the PhilSys card number or PCN offers several key advantages. First, through a secure API integration with PhilSys, DSWD can electronically verify which beneficiaries are already registered in the national ID system. Second, the PCN provides each beneficiary with a unique identifier that can be used across multiple systems, including the CBMS, enabling better data linkage and program coordination. Finally, using PCNs helps detect and correct duplicate records, strengthening the accuracy and integrity of social protection databases, and ensuring the program operates more efficiently and reliably. On the other hand, adopting the PCN brings significant benefits to the DSWD, the implementing agency. It increases confidence in beneficiary identity by ensuring individuals are accurately verified, helping to prevent duplicate records and fictitious entries. This strengthens the integrity of DSWD's beneficiary databases. Moreover, using PCN-based systems positions the department to integrate seamlessly with future interoperable digital government platforms, supporting a more connected, efficient, and modern social protection system. Lastly, for the beneficiaries acquiring a PhilSys control number, it provides a unique and reliable identifier that is recognized as a primary valid ID. This eliminates the need to present secondary IDs or printed cards when accessing services. Verification is conducted digitally and securely, making interactions faster and more convenient, while ensuring that benefits are delivered accurately and efficiently to the right individuals. Now let's turn to another key aspect of the DSWD's effort to strengthen social protection, which is through supporting the government's financial inclusion agenda. A central component of this is the adoption of the G2P, or the government-to-person digital payments. By delivering subsidy and cash transfers digitally, DSWD reduces the reliance on cash distribution, making the process faster, safer, and more transparent. To support this, DSWD has implemented the beneficiary transactional account system, which allows each beneficiary to receive payments directly into a secure individual account. This system not only ensures timely disbursement of benefits, but also introduces many beneficiaries to formal financial services, supporting broader financial inclusion goals.
Excuse me, Ms. Zuñiga. We may have to accelerate a bit so that we have a bit of time for Q&A.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are two types of the DSW's digital payment solution. This is through either the hybrid digital payment or the bulk crediting system. The hybrid, it's a combination, it's still a combination of the use of cash, digital process part, and the manual process, while the bulk crediting, this is the fully digital web-based disbursement platform. This is currently on pilot implementation. So this slide presents the DSWD's future vision for a more integrated digital ecosystem for subsidy delivery. So at a high level, what this slide is showing is how we can build a more interoperable foundation for delivering social protection. Now let's zoom into the G2P bridge, which is really a core piece of the Open G2P. Think of G2P bridge as the connector between the SWD systems and the outside payment world, like the banks, the e-wallets, and other providers. So instead of each system trying to integrate separately, everything flows through this one layer. So one big advantage here is interoperability. The SWD doesn't need to build a custom connection every time you onboard a new bank or e-wallet. You can plug in multiple providers and even switch between them with minimal changes on your side. So as part of strengthening program delivery, the SWD is also piloting the use of artificial intelligence to make social protection programs more efficient and responsive. So for example, in the 4Ps, the conditional cash transfer, AI is being applied to validate compliance, helping staff quickly check whether beneficiaries are meeting program conditions such as school attendance and health checkups. So by automating the counting and validation of attendance, AI enables faster, more accurate compliance checks. This reduces the administrative burden on staff and allows them to focus on more on engaging with beneficiaries and addressing their needs. At the same time, AI-powered chatbots are being introduced to assist clients with program-related questions. These allow beneficiaries to get timely answers about the benefits, requirements, and processes, improving accessibility and reducing the workload for staff. So in closing, the Philippine experience highlights several important lessons for strengthening social protection systems. First, large-scale subsidy programs play a critical role in protecting vulnerable populations, particularly during economic shocks, disaster, and public health emergencies. Second, digitalization offers significant opportunities to improve how these programs are delivered by integrating beneficiary data, adopting digital payments, and strengthening monitoring system. Government can enhance target accuracy, reduce administrative inefficiencies, and increase transparency. However, technology alone is not enough. Effective social protection also requires strong institutional coordination, clear data governance frameworks, and sustained investment in digital infrastructure. Finally, the digital transformation is an ongoing process that requires continuous improvement, investment, and capacity building. Moving forward, the Philippines aims to build a more integrated and responsive social protection system, one that ensures subsidies reach the right beneficiaries at the right time and with greater efficiency. These efforts may also offer useful lessons to modernize our own subsidy delivery systems. Ultimately, digital transformation is not only about technology, it is about enabling governments to deliver more responsive, inclusive, and resilient support to the people who need it most. So that ends my presentation. Thank you for your kind attention.